This show is brought to you by NMDC Group.
STC Group launches its biggest ever 5G network expansion, and markets tumble on war fears. You're watching the Daily Brief with Forbes. I'm Ramia Faraj. STC Group has launched its biggest ever 5G network expansion, aiming to secure investments to upgrade its existing network in more than 75 cities and governorates in the kingdom. Saudi's flagship telecom company is already delivering 5G network technologies to over 90% of its locations in major cities. STC says the network expansion will help drive up the digital economy, support local content, create better jobs, and improve people's lives digitally. Abu Dhabi-based tech conglomerate G42 has partnered with ChatGPT creator OpenAI to drive AI adoption in the UAE and the broader Middle East. G42 will utilize OpenAI's generative AI models in areas including financial services, energy, healthcare, and public services. Financial terms of the deal weren't disclosed. Mubadala-backed G42 has been at the forefront of AI adoption in the UAE. In July, it said it developed the world's largest supercomputer for AI training in collaboration with US-based AI firm Cerebras Systems. Asian markets tumbled today and U.S. markets closed lower overnight on fears the Israel-Hamas war could spill over into a wider Middle East conflict. With Israel planning a land incursion into Gaza, Iran has warned of a possible preemptive strike and called for an oil embargo against Tel Aviv. All three main indices on Wall Street ended in the red overnight, and Asia followed suit this morning, with Hong Kong, Tokyo, Sydney, Seoul, and Singapore more than 1% down. Tesla's Q3 results missed analyst estimates overnight, hit by higher costs and the fallout from price discounts. Sales in the July to September period reached $23.35 billion, lower than the $24.19 billion forecast by analysts. Tesla's net profits came in at less than hoped for at 66 cents per share instead of the 73 cents forecast. Musk has undertaken multiple price cuts this year, telling investors it should push for higher sales rather than taking a bigger margin. And those losses are reflected in today's Forbes Real-Time Billionaires ranking, which tracks the daily wins and losses of the world's wealthiest people. With our biggest loser today, Elon Musk, he's down $8.7 billion overnight, and now with net wealth of $247.2 billion. Our second biggest loser today is Jeff Bezos. He's down $3.3 billion, and now with $151 billion. And our third place loser is Mark Zuckerberg, down $2.4 billion, with net wealth of $112.4 billion. Check out our website and our social media for all of the latest billionaires news. SAP has reaffirmed its full-year outlook for its key cloud business revenue after slightly missing analyst expectations for Q3. Q3 cloud revenue rose by 16% on the back of its application services and HANA software to $3.66 billion. The business software maker says its Q3 results demonstrate sustained cloud growth in spite of persisting macro headwinds. Nokia says it will cut up to 14,000 jobs as part of a new cost savings plan after Q3 sales dropped 20% due to slowing sales of 5G equipment. The Finnish telecom gear group saw net sales fall to $5.24 billion from $6.57 billion last year. Nokia is targeting between $842 million and $1.26 billion in cost savings by 2026 as it seeks to deliver its long-term comparable operating margin plan of at least 14% by 2026. Meta says it's rolling out broadcast channels, a feature for public distribution of messages from individuals to Facebook and Messenger. The announcement comes as rival messaging app Telegram's broadcast channels have taken an outsized role in the conflict between Israel and Hamas as a primary means that Hamas uses to communicate with the world. Meta says it's currently testing the ability for pages to create broadcast channels and expects to launch it within the coming weeks. Chinese property giant Country Garden denied today that its founder and chairwoman have fled the country. The debt-ridden firm may default as it's racked up debts estimated at $196 billion. Unverified reports this week claimed its founder and his daughter, the company's chairwoman, have left China. But the firm quashed the speculation today, saying they're currently working normally inside the country. The firm says it was a rumor that was posted with ulterior motives on multiple online platforms. And Japan's Honda and the US's GM say they plan to launch a driverless taxi service in Tokyo in 2026, co-developed by self-driving car operator Cruise. Officials say the project will offer an entirely new kind of mobility experience in Japan. They say this will be a major step towards the realization of an advanced mobility society. Autonomous vehicles are being pushed by Japan's government as the country battles a rapidly aging population and persistent labor shortages. I'm Ramia Faraj. This is the Daily Brief. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
This show is brought to you by NMDC Group.